And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the stream. My name is Talesian. There you are, and here I am. And after solving some technical problems, I did a BIOS update today, and I kind of screwed things up. I wasn't prepared for the error that I had a minute or two ago. It'll be blocked out of the stream when I upload it to YouTube. By the way, if you are finding me on YouTube, I stream these 4 days a week on Twitch. 2 days doing Lord of the Rings Online and 2 days doing Star Wars, occasionally other streams as well at twitch.tv/Talesian. If you're finding this on Twitch, I also copy these VODs to YouTube at youtube.com/@Talesian. They're usually up there the day after. I also have a Discord and Blue Sky. Links are all down below, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube. So please, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, follow me, and show up for more of my streams. We'd love to have you here. I have a kinship on the Peregrin and the Angmar servers, Knights of the Third Age, and we'd love to have you there. We're starting to build up a little bit, trying to get some raiding going. So, yeah, come on by and join us. Currently, I'm on the Peregrin server, which, by the way, a little bit of news here real quick. Housing has just opened up on the Peregrin server. Give me one quick second here. Let me pull up the information. Housing. Yes, that has been a thorn in the side of a lot of people for quite a while. But there we go. Did I just close it out? I just closed it out. I had it and I closed it out. There we go. There we go. I didn't close it out. There we go. Housing has just been opened up on the Peregrin server. Well, on all four of the servers, the 2 new EU servers and the 2 new US servers. Currently, they're opening up the Belfalas, which is the premium households. After that, they'll be opening up the Eastfold and Area Board tomorrow. Wednesday, they'll be opening up Kingstead and Lindleby. Thursday will be Breland and Fallithorn. And Friday will be the Shire and Thorns Hall. Mind you, that may change based on how today goes, but that's tentatively what's happened. If there'll be updates that'll be posted on the forums, on my Discord, link is below, and on the official Lord of the Rings Discord. So if you're interested in that, please follow along. So let's go ahead and get back into stream. There we go. Let's go ahead and pop onto the Peregrin server. Now, I've been working on leveling up a hunter on Peregrin, as I have a high hunter on Angmar. But this one is a little more laid back, a little bit more relaxed. Not really grinding as much. Kind of taking back and enjoying the stories and such. The Peregrin server is my server. Well, I'm out here in the green fields. I'm not sure why I came out here. But every day is a Hobbit's birthday, and because it's a Hobbit's birthday, we are the ones who get the presents. So let's see what present we get today. A Scrolls Finesse and 100 Virtue XP. Awesome. I could definitely use that. And I want to save these jeweler cases. Ooh, well-preserved battle gauntlets. So I may have to see about selling those. Those might sell. Let's see. Alright. The rest of the stuff can... Well, except for that gets kept. The rest of these can just go disappear when I'm ready. Now, why was I out here? Oh, I was working on stuff out here. Okay. I was working on just some deeding and such when I got bored. And I was out here because I was working on slaying some goblins and bears. Oh my. So let's go ahead and work on that for a little bit while we chat and figure things out for today. Because I still need to get a whole bunch of goblins to finish up my goblin deed. The nice thing about these goblins is they're actually one of the best sources for scholar stuff in the Shire. I know, hard to believe, right? Goblins, you go for goblins to get your crafting materials, but that seems to be the best place for it. And deeding is always very important. Besides for me being just a kind of a relaxing little pastime, just, you know, mindlessly slaying things. It also, like I said, you can get resources, you can get crafting mats, and you can also earn LOTRO points, which you can use for things like extra milestones and such. It's one of the easiest ways I find to get LOTRO coins in game. As you can see, you know, it doesn't really take very long to do it. I'm already halfway through. And it took, what, 5 minutes, if that? So, it really doesn't take long to work on these. Funny thing is, people say that hunters are difficult to play, but I've never found that to be the case. I find them to be very easy, actually. Once I finish up this, I will go ahead then and work on my tasks real quick. We'll port back probably to Hobbiton because I think I want to get... Not sure which set of deeds I want to finish up. And also I go ahead and I went ahead and since I'm just deeding, I went ahead and put my experience on hold using a Stone of the Tortoise. Very valuable item for instances just like this one. Because I really don't need to be out, you know, I don't need to be out leveling other things when I'm ready for them. And there we go. Area door, Shire, Goblin Slayer advanced. Alright. So, let's see here. Which? Neutral with all three. I'm farthest along with Thorin's Hall. And practically tied with Men of Bree and Matham Society. So... Now, I don't have housing yet, but I do know that the housing areas are open. One of the things I actually do like about the housing areas is that they've got those master deed tracker boards. I don't have housing yet. Housing isn't open quite yet. But that's one of the things that I do like about them. If you're looking to do deeds, they have them all right there. They're based on level. They're really easy to work with. Now, I do wonder where they've got the housing vendors. Ah, I think they're nope, they're not here.
Would you do something for me? How can I be of service?
Let me go ahead and update this. One, two, three, four, five. Ta-da! Okay, there we go. One of the things they mentioned is that they were not. There we go. See, the only one that's open right now is the Cape of Belfalas, and they don't have any of the others open quite yet. So I am supposed to meet Bingo at the Brandywine Bridge. So let's go ahead and take the quick horse to Stock, and then we'll go ahead. Actually, no. Let's do that. Let's just take the quick horse to Stock.
Hello there.
And then we'll go ahead and hook up with Bingo Boffin, who I'm supposed to escort across the Brandywine Bridge. And there he is right there.
Let us cross the bridge and visit my cousin Priska.
It wasn't so long ago that I was learning to swim near here. Do you remember? It was right over there. Bingo stands silently in thought for a moment. I appreciate you not telling everyone that I was not really swimming. That was a kind turn, and I will not forget it. It will still be a fine adventure, even bridge-bound and landlocked. Let us cross the bridge and visit my cousin Priska at her home in Newbury. If I remember correctly, her home is just across the bridge and south through the Buckland Gate. First house on the left. One of the YouTube channels that I really like is Nerd of the Rings, and they just recently did a video, a tour of the Shire, and they talked about the Brandywine Bridge. It was made by the men who had I think it was the country of Arnor, and then when the Soul Land was gifted to the Hobbits, they went ahead and just took it over, if I recall correctly. And here's the local sheriff. The sheriff always has some good quests.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Hi there, stranger. I'll warn you right now, you ought to stay away from the Old Forest. The beasts there are all riled up. They've even gone and attacked hobbits near the Old Forest Tunnel. But, wait, hold on. You seem like the adventuring sort. Think you could lend us a hand? Us bounders came up with a brew of sorts that'll dissuade most things from approaching. All you need to do is set up these jars along the road to the bonfire glade. It'll take a while for the smell to set in, so don't drop your guard in the forest, and don't breathe in too deeply. Sure, I can do that. Oh, wow, and then these three people have quests.
Hello, friend. Could you help me with something?
At Haybank, my employer aims to have fare to serve men as well as hobbits. Trumerick has people looking for mushrooms to serve hobbit fare, the envy of the Four Farthings. The fare for men comes from the bountiful boars and bears prowling in the Bree fields. You shall find the boars and bears north and east of the gates of Buckland, between the Brandy Hills and the borders of the Old Forest. Gather some meat, then return to me. Okay. And Trumerick?
Could I take a moment of your time?
Hello. I see that you're a person who knows his way around the wilder parts of the world, and so the offer I have for you will surely make your heart leap. I represent Edzo Hayback, an enterprising fellow in Buckland with a grand vision of building an inn along the Great East Road. He dispatched myself and these men besides me in search of willing folk to assist him with his dream. I seek mushrooms found along the banks of the Brandywine River to the north, mushrooms to fill and satisfy the belly with a bit of a Shire hospitality. Be wary if you go, though, for I have heard tell of slimy slugs and nasty vermin in the area. Would you collect some mushrooms for me? I could probably do that.
Would you do something for me?
My employer, Edzo Haybank's Inn, is to be the blend of Bree culture and hobbit sensibility. He asked me to employ folks to acquire items that will display the nature surrounding Bree to bring a lodge feel to the inn. I'm prepared to pay those willing to do some hunting for suitable objects. North and east of town, between the Brandy Hills and the borders of the Old Forest, you will find bears, boars, and wolves. Also asked me to obtain a bundle of coarse bear furs, pristine boar heads, and pristine bear corpses and wolf corpses available for stuffing. If you return these to me, I will pay you well. I could do that. Give me a whole bunch of quests to do in this area. Let's move this out of the way. That's always a good thing. But let's go ahead and talk to Prissa, who should be right there. Boffin Matriarch.
It has been so long since Cousin Bingo came to visit.
And here the house is so dirty and untidy. I wish he had written a letter to let me know he was coming, but my children are out and about already, running errands at Crick Hollow, Newbury, and Buckland. Would you mind telling them to come home? You ask Prissa how to find your children, and she smiles. I can tell you where I thought they were going, if that helps. Angelica loves animals. She's always looking to feed and water the livestock, and even loves cleaning up after them. If there's an animal in jeopardy, she will be there as well, trying to help it. Barilak also likes to help out with chores, but only if they bring him to near a quiet, sunny place to sleep. He's likely sleeping in a haystack somewhere. Camellia left the home with a bucket. She was going to get some water from the well. Denodius has been sweet on young Celadine Brandybuck for some time now. She may know where he is. Esmeralda loves to go dancing in the Toad Marsh. Fosco is unusual among my children. He loves the river and the ferry, and wants to learn boating. He's likely daydreaming not far from the Buckleberry Ferry. And I went to the Buckland Fair with Griffo earlier today. Oh, I had my fill long before and came home. Griffo may still be there. He was really tucking into his food when I left. So I need to find all the assorted Boffin children.
I had quite forgotten how many children my cousin has.
How does she keep track of them all? Oh, we'll go ahead and pick up the Dockmaster while I'm here. Let's see. Let's start finding. There's one of her children right there. Looks like Angelica. How do you think she got all the way up here? She does not want to come down, does she? Not with all the attention, anyway. You tell Angelica that Bingo Boffin, her first cousin once removed, has come to visit. Oh, how lovely. Mother always spoke very highly of Cousin Bingo. I will head home to see him in just a moment. Wonder if... Nope. You're not able to use the shoe emote yet. And I have a feeling... Right here? No? Maybe? There he is. There's Berliak right there, sleeping behind the haystack.
Let a fellow sleep if you have any decency.
You tell Berliak that Bingo Boffin, his first cousin once removed, has come to visit. Well... all right. I'll get up in a moment. I think over here. No? Over there. Philadine's brother Dodriak has gone off missing again. It's... Of course. And here's the Buckland Fair. And there's Griffo right there.
The food at this fair is delicious and abundant.
I'm waiting for another plate of meat and cheese, but if let someone know I am, sure they will bring you one as well. You tell Griffo that Bingo Boffin, his first cousin once removed, has come to visit. I have not seen Cousin Bingo in a long time. Last time he came to visit, I was very small. I remember a mother served a delicious roast duck pie, and there's plenty for everyone. I will return home to see Cousin Bingo in just a moment. Well, I think there's one of those children over here. Yep, there she is right there by the well, getting water.
Yes? Can I help you with something?
You tell Camellia that Bingo is here, her first cousin once removed. Oh, how nice. I'd better finish drawing water from the well and bring it home. I imagine that adventuring is thirsty work, and Cousin Bingo may be quite parched. And there's Denodius.
You see before you a defeated hobbit, stranger.
I asked Celadine Brandybuck to the festival dances, but she did not wish to attend them with me and told me so. I'd picked these flowers and everything. What a crushing defeat. You give Denodius your sympathy and tell him that Bingo, his first cousin once removed, has come to visit. I see. I will come home to see Cousin Bingo and will attempt to adopt a sunny disposition. He will be none the wiser, and next time he comes to visit, perhaps I will have bounced back from this sad defeat. It is to be hoped, is it not? See, I need to find these two last boffins. And then before I head to the old forest, I'll come by here and get all of these quests. Ah, here's the Toad Marsh. This is possibly where Esmeralda is. Esmeralda must be dancing over here. Yep, there she is.
Dancing is something you can do anywhere, and should.
You apologize for the interruption, and also tell her that Bingo Boffin has come for a visit. I will return home in a moment. And last but not least, I need to find Fosco. Where is old Fosco? Must be around here. There he is. There he is, right there. Huh, fast asleep.
All right. I'll go there in a moment.
You let him know that his cousin once removed has returned. His eyes blink shut and the snoring resumes. Ah, sigh. Alright, well, let's go ahead and head back to Newberry and talk to Bingo and Priska. Ah, there they are. And there's all the family. Look at that.
How does Priska keep track of all these children?
It looks like as they've all returned. But where did Priska find time to have all of these hobbits? And how does she keep track of them all? I want you to promise me something. If somewhere along this journey I decide that I want to have children, remind me of Cousin Priska, and then talk me out of it. With force, if necessary. Ah.
I am really sorry about this, but I think we forgot one.
I must confess that I did not remember Priska having so many sons and daughters. I will work to remember all of their names. When I was last here several years ago, one of Priska's daughters made an impression, for she was coming quite an adventurous sort. What would she say about my present journey, I wonder? She had a flowery name, I believe. Marigold, perhaps? Ah, yes, that was it. Now, where is young Marigold? Bingo peers the assemblage of boffins, and his curious smile slowly fades. Uh-oh, I'm really sorry about this, but I think we forgot one. Ah, Angelica must know where she is.
Marigold has been going further and further into the old forest recently.
You're right, I don't see Marigold anywhere, but that's not unusual. She's always wandering off. She fashions herself a wooden sword and fancies herself a hero. Can you believe that? She's been going further and further into the old forest recently, and sometimes bring back mushrooms and other treats for the rest of us kids. It's dangerous in there, though. Bats and roots and wolves, she says. If you're going to track her down in the old forest, you need to deal with all of those at some point. So it looks like I'm going to be heading into the old forest. So let's go ahead real quick before I do that. And let's complete these quests for these 3 adventuresome people, which is all out here. If you look at the map, I'm currently right here, and I could take care of at least the meal for men, which is the bear hunches and the bear hunches and such out here. And I need to kill wolves and things like that too. That's my last scroll. I guess I'll have to use, I'll have to go make some more. And there are all the wild mushrooms that somebody was looking for. Unfortunately, the slugs are not, and right now, here, these slugs are not part of any sort of quests or deeds. See, no deed. I wonder if I have the mushroom pet. And there's my little mysterious celebration pig. Pop. Alright, so there are all of the mushrooms. I'll have to be honest, I kind of miss the Veil of the Nine. Actually, I actually liked it. I didn't think it was a problem. Yeah, I died to it a few times. You know, who didn't? And my main character didn't get the level 20 title because I died several times. But you know what? I didn't care. It was still fun. It was a nice little challenge, a nice little questing thing, and I enjoyed it. And I'm supposedly on a character that's not a very good DPSer, but I had very few problems, so. I gotta go a little farther down. Still need wolf carcasses and bear hides. Okay, let's get my little corgi up. That was enough of the pig. The fireworks are getting a little annoying. I remember in another MMO, they had a corgi that was made of lava, and I remember it would drag its butt along the ground, leaving a trail of lava, and then it would go back and examine it. I thought it was so funny. Okay, I still need some more carcasses before I head into the old forest. There's the last pristine wolf carcass I needed. There's the last coarse bear hide. I just need one more boar shank. And that's probably it right there. Yep. Alright, so let's go ahead and head back to those three who are working for ADSO, and let's go ahead and turn them in. And they're all three of them right there.
Hello there.
ADSO will be pleased with this delivery. We will salt and smoke the meat, and it will serve as a center of our food for the men within the inn. Thank you for taking the time to collect this meat for me. Here, you've earned this reward. And that starts the deed of questing within Breland. I actually need to go back to the Shire and do some of the questing in the Shire area too. And Turmeric?
Lovely day, isn't it?
Look at this bountiful fare. You certainly held up your end of the bargain well, friend. I shall do the same. The ovens at the inn will smell like the finest ovens in all the Shire. This is a fine day. And Ted Reedy.
Greetings, friend.
These are excellent samples. I am certain the taxidermist can make these into fine items befitting at the lodge. Adso will be quite pleased. Here's your payment, and I thank you for your assistance. And we'll grab the axe, because the axe 174... Actually, we'll grab the battle gauntlets and sell them. I don't need the axe. Oh, and now Turmeric has a new quest once I completed all 3 of them.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Sharing the load. I must say, I never expected the outpouring of generosity we received. Certainly we have paid for the services we've been given, but the harvest is so great that we have no means to transport our goods to Adso's camp. I must ask you a small favor. Just outside of Brandy Hall to the south, there's a stable where I have seen Tolly Brockhouse, the local woodcutter, speaking with folks. I am certain he would be willing to help. Could you speak with him and see if he can spare a wagon for the trip to Adso's? Let me know what he said when you are done. Okay. I could do that. And Celadine Brandy
Stay
Buck.
and have some tea.
Old Forestry. Are you looking for work? Well, it's not much, but maybe you could do me a favor. I inquired about notes in the Old Forest from Farmer Maggot and still have not received them. Perhaps you'd be willing to go to his farm and ask him where they may be? You can find Maggot's farm, Bamfurlong, in the Marsh. That's the Green Hill country in the Shire, across the Brandywine River. Cross the bridge, turn south along the river road, and his farm won't be far away. The Buckleberry Ferry would be faster, but the Bounders want no one using it for the moment. Now, Farmer Maggot does not like trespassers, but he's a good enough sort when you get to know him. Oh, that's good to know. Sure, we'll head over there. Marigold is over that way. And right here is the Brandywine. I think this is the Brandywine Ferry, or is it a little farther down? Maybe a little farther down. The Buckleberry Ferry, I mean, excuse me. Ah, there it is. Oh well. We'll just go ahead and swim. I'm good at swimming. All right. Go ahead and mount up my horse. And I think right there is Bamfurlong, which is Farmer Maggot's farm. Yep, right there. And there is the respected farmer. Would you care to purchase any products? Bamfurlong is the birthplace of the most delicious foodstuffs in the Shire, if you ask my opinion.
I've no chuck with strangers.
Well, now, more blasted strangers. Get off my... oh, Saturday Brandybuck sent you. Oh, well then, I should at least be fair to you. So did you ask about notes? I sent on those a while ago my song Rollo and his friend Doderick and Williamiak Brandybuck, one of my farmhands. My son wrote those notes because so few other hobbits around here know the forest at all. I stop off the inn in Newberry just inside the Haygate of Buckland. Likely all three of them are there busy carousing rather than doing their duties. If you look for them there, I'm certain you can coax the notes from out of them. And there's Grip, his dog, and there's Hammy. Alright, we'll go ahead and head to Newberry, which is back to where we came. There we go. That didn't take long. And there's Wilmiak.
Please leave me to my sorrow.
Farmer Maggot sent you? Just what I needed on top of all else that's happened. As if it were not enough for the big folk took everything we had to deliver and that Rollo and Doderick went off on their own. Uh-oh.
Might I trouble you for some help?
Unwelcome strangers. Some man from around Bree came to Maggots demanding food and got run off by the dogs. But as we, Rollo, Doderick, and I, crossed the bridge, we were waylaid by big folk just like him on the bridge. And they made us take everything from our wagon and put it on theirs. Then they headed out east along the Great East Road, but not before giving a good licking to Mr. Maggot's own wagon. Now look at her, all in tatters. I knew I was lucky to get away with my hide, but without that produce being delivered, my hide will be worth nothing after Maggot gets done with it. Doderick and Rollo ran off after the wagon and found that the brigands' camp is between here and Aeds's camp on the north side of the road. I would appreciate it if you could get the produce back. Yes, I can. So let's see where exactly I need to go. Really? I've got to go all the way out? No, it can't be out there. No. Ah, it's up there. Okay. I'll go in and give these brigands all use it for. Would help if I have the correct quest chosen so I know where I'm going. There they are. And they also have worn tablet fragments too, which is a good level 2 crafting material. There is actually a deed for taking care of these brigands here in Bree. Alright, that should be enough of that. Let's go ahead and head to... Let's head back to Buckland. Looks like I picked up some company. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn in these goods back to Wilmiak.
Oh, woe is me.
You've found the produce? I cannot thank you enough. I had thought it lost, but now I have other concerns. Rollo and Dodric. Oh no.
Might I trouble you for some help?
I'm worried about Rollo. After he and Dodric got back from looking for the brigands, they headed down to Brandy Hall to speak with Saradoc, Dodric's uncle. They were none too happy and wanted to speak their minds on the job the Bounders were doing. Now, it's just possible he ran off with his friend Dodric on some lock, but I wonder if you would do me another favor and go over to Brandy Hall and look for Rollo? Brandy Hall's at the center of the Buckland, south of the Buckland Gate. Hopefully, Dodric's uncle Saradoc, the master of Brandy Hall, will likely know where those boys have run off to. Let's hope so, too. We'll finish up a few quests here, then we'll head back to the Shire. I want to start working on the Shire quest a little bit for this character. I think Brandy Hall is up there. And yep, there's Saradoc Brandybuck right there.
Is there something I can do for you?
Maggot's farmhand sent you about Rollo. Then the boys did not heed my advice and followed their own wills. The fools.
Can I take a moment of your time?
Old Forest investigation. It's strange you'd be asking after Rollo, especially at this moment. The tweens came to see me, upset by the lack of effort the Bounders are doing here in Buckland with regards to the strange big folk moving about. I told them the Bounders were doing all they could to keep the unsavory lot out of Buckland, but the pair were adamant about being heard and kept yammering on about the old forest. I wanted to stay clear of the forest because Tolly, our woodcutter, said the things there are queerer than ever. Tweens can be foolish, and I fear that the pair had been more foolish than normal. Dodric knows his way to Bald Hill and not much farther. So if you're going to go looking for Rollo, you'd best start with Dodric. You might as well tell him that I'm waiting for him too. So it looks like we're going to be heading into the old forest soon. I think before we head to the old forest, though, we are going to do some Shire questing. Because I want to work on my Shire, the questing deeds for the Shire. Oh. Farms and sites, farms. The Life of a Bounder. There we go. Complete quests within the Shire. I've already got 9 of 15 done. It's a 1530 quest chain. We'll just cross the bridge over the Brandywine and head into Stock and start doing quests in that area. And here we are in Stock. I gotta find some quests. And over here at the Golden Perch. I thought there were some quests around here. Alright, let's head to Michael Building then. I'm sure there's some quests we can find around here. Like that one right there. I have a feeling, though, it's not one I'm going to want to do. Is it either post or is it pies? I won't do either of those.
Good day. Might
Oh,
I have a
Homestead's
word with
Patio
you?
Door. Oh, okay. I'm not going to do that one. I'm not going to do that one either, especially not right now. I'll do it later, but not now. The Bard of Mickle Delving. I also need to do the farms of the Shire and places of the Shire deeds too. Actually, I think there's a couple quests right here at this farm, if I recall correctly. Or maybe not. I thought there were some quests here. There's Dora's chicken. I think she's actually down here. Yep, there's Dora right there.
Might I trouble you for some help?
When the wolves chased me off my farm, I didn't have enough time to collect my babies. My poor darlings. Oh, what was that? My chickens, of course. If those wolves have gotten a hold of them, I just don't know what I'll do. You could save them for me. I know you can. Follow the road north up the hill and out of Weenie, and then take the first stone path to your right. You'll see a sign of my farm at the correct crossing. Quickly, you must save my little darlings. Rescue Dora's chickens. And there we are. Mm-hmm. And I also need some wolves too. I need about 40 of them. I'm not going to slay them all here. We'll pick up a few. Alright, let's go help Dora with her chickens. Reduced awareness. Must be a lot of people in the general area. Must be housing related. Oh, wait a second.
Please leave me to my sorrow.
You saved my chickens. Thank you so very much. I don't know what I would have done if the wolves had gotten my darling Rosie, or my precious Georgie, or my lovely Dottie. Someone needs to do something about these wolves, and I think that someone is you.
I'm sure it's a bother, but I could use your help.
I don't know if I can go home again until I know those wolves are gone for good. What if they come for my babies again? You were so brave to rescue my little darlings. I'm sure you could do something about the wolves. The awful beasts attacked my farm that came from the north. There must be a wolf den somewhere among the hills north of my farm. Oh, please do hurry. I really would like to go home soon. Okay. I can be the wolf slayer. And here's the wolf den. Think that is that. Okay. I think that's enough wolves to make her happy. We'll go back and turn in the quest. There we go.
Oh, woe is me.
Oh, thank you for your efforts. We won't need to fear those wolves now that you've killed their leader. What? You didn't see the leader at the wolf den? He won't be an ordinary pack leader, that's for sure. The real leader of the wolves must be in hiding. Till we do something about that chief wolf, no one will be safe in the area will be safe. I don't know if I need the mace. Definitely not. So let's grab the battle gauntlets.
I hope it's not a bother, but may I speak with you?
There's been rumor of a scarred old wolf spotted away from the rest of the pack. In fact, across the road from the wolf den north of my farm. I don't know what might have happened, but I think it's fair to say that this old wolf must be their leader, exiled for some reason. Now, I think I've done something terribly foolish. My neighbor, Jolly Smallburrow, is a true gentle hobbit, and I suspect he's something of an admirer of mine. Unfortunately, I mentioned this wolf business to him, and he swore he'd take care of it. If you don't mind, could you please find Jolly before the wolf does? I'd feel terrible if something happens to him. Okay, we'll go help him out. Come on, there we go. Looks like there's a lot of rubber banding going on right now. I have a feeling it's just because all the people are trying to get housing, and I think it's just affecting the server. I wouldn't figure it would, though, because 64-bit servers are usually a little more resilient than this. Maybe they really weren't prepared. Alright, so where is he? Oh, that person probably just finished the quest, so I gotta give it a few minutes to reset. That usually happens. These servers are definitely a little more crowded these days, which is a good thing. And no, he's still not here. And there he is.
What do you need?
Dora was worried about me. Truly? Perhaps she does have feelings for me. Well, to tell you the truth, I was a little worried myself about what would happen once that wolf showed its muzzle around here. I felt sure my bucket of boar meat would have lured the beast out of hiding, too. Oh well. Maybe I didn't get smelly in this boar meat. I'll clean this up and we can go talk to Dora together. Oh well. I suppose... Gracious me, what did I do with it? It smells something awful. Hooray! Thank you, friend. Dora is sure to court me now with this beast dealt with. I'm glad I can always make another hobbit's life happier.
I'm sorry, my thoughts were elsewhere.
You rescued Jolly, and thank goodness. I knew there wouldn't be an old wolf that could do you in, though I'm sure the same can't be said for poor, well-meaning Mr. Smallburrow. I've not decided whether to take him up on his dinner invitation. Yes, he ran straight here to ask me before you even returned. Oh well. Alright, let's head back toward Hobbiton. I think there's a few quests around there in the party tree that I could probably take care of. Oh. I'm heading the wrong way. Hobbiton is this way. I'm heading toward Hobbit housing, which is not going to get me anywhere really quick. And here we are, the village of Hobbiton. Let's go ahead and hit the task board real quick. I can only complete 5 tasks at my current level, so it should be very quick to do. Broken daggers? Definitely do broken daggers. Broken sword sheath? Yes, can definitely do that. Dirty ears? No. Dirty filth? I can. Dirty wings? Can do that. And light carapaces? I can do that. There's my 5 right there.
Hello. What do you need? Just a moment. What do you need? Is there something I can do for you?
And there we go. Those are the 5 tasks for the day, so that's all taken care of. Well, we're near the Great Smiles, and there are a couple of quests up here that I have not done yet.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Oh, good. There's something very important I would ask for you to do for me. When my grandson Wilcom was a stranger, I made his lunch every day. But ever since he's moved to Scatty, I don't get a chance to do it. You see, he oversees the quarry there, and I'm very proud of him. But I so do miss making him his lunch. In fact, I miss it so much that I made him a very special lunch. Unfortunately, my old bones won't take me all the way there, but a young one like you could easily take it to him. Would you mind taking his lunch to him? Bring it to the Wilcom Tunnery in Scatty, but please do hurry. I don't want it to spoil before he gets it. Okay. I think we can go to Hobbiton and then get a ride to Brocken Borings. Actually, I'm not even sure if I've been to Brocken Brewing yet, but we'll find out.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Nope, not yet. So we'll have to head there manually, and then we can go ahead, and then we'll have the fast travel. And right here is the... Is the quarry? It's scary? Oh, bendable wood. Oh, there's some quests here too that I could do. We'll come back here in a bit. And right up here is the town of Brocken Brewings.
Is there something I can do for you?
And here's the little village of Scary.
Hello.
Ah, so she talked to you in delivering me lunch, did she? That gammon of mine is such a resourceful one. It is good she sent you up here, though, even if it was something as small as bringing me lunch. Been a lot of trouble lately happening in these parts. There was a quest I saw back here somewhere. Not the postman, though. The fate of Prunella Botham.
Might I have a word with you?
My Aunt Prunella is a reputable lady as you would hope to meet, but I'm worried that she might have done something a little reckless and could now be in terrible trouble. Well, it's a fellowship quest. I'm not sure if I can do a fellowship quest. It's almost on level, so I mean, I could try it.
Might I speak with you a moment?
She had a pretty umbrella she carried everywhere, even on sunny days. So if you see a goblin with an umbrella, well... all the way up there. Okay. And there's the base wolf slayer deed for the Shire. Up there. Like I said, I'm not sure if I can actually complete this quest, but we'll give it a try. I'm rooted. Hurry up. There we go. Ah, there's her umbrella right there. Hmm. Over there! There's a bar! War! Over there! There you are. Haha. So now that we've got Prunella Boffin's umbrella, we'll go ahead and bring it to her brother Fosco. I think he's over here in Scary.
What do you need?
Oh no! You found Aunt Prunella's umbrella? Ah, I was afraid you might. My poor old auntie. She was a tough old lady, but I used to visit her all the time. Once every few months at least. She will be missed by one and all, I just know it. Scary is poorer for her loss. Oh, my poor Aunt Prunella, to think she'd meet her end at the hand of the goblins. Don't be silly. Prunella has been visiting me all day.
Is there something I can do for you?
Good gracious me. It could be that I might have gotten ahead of myself. Well, it's good that the old lady is safe, but I'm terribly sorry for troubling you about this. Here, take these coins. And I'd appreciate it if you didn't go mentioning this to anyone. Oh, let's see. Do I want Boffin's legs? No, I don't. So we'll grab the cuts of roast pork. Now, where does that bring me on my quest for the life of a bounder? Ooh. I only need one more quest to do the basic. Okay. I think there's another one right around here. I don't want to do the postman quests. No. Those things give me the scares.
Please, stay a moment.
Alright, that's a... I'll take that one later. That's not a quest I'm worried about. Alright, well maybe I've done all the quests around here. Alright. Let's see. Where to now? Going up to Needlehole. I think there's a few quests up in Needlehole I have not done yet. Actually, there's a few quests over here.
stay and have some tea.
There's always been bears on the green fields, but recently something has made them very angry. They began attacking shepherds and sheep alike, and I don't know how long it'll be before someone is seriously hurt. If you could discourage the bears from the green fields, it would be much safer for those of us who work takes us north of Brockenbrewings, and also for those of us just like a pleasant walk in the sun. Would you mind being of help? I sure would be most appreciated. Okay. Want me to defeat 10 bears along the green fields? Okay.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Ah! And this is one of the spring leaf quests. We'll pick this one up later. I'm going to be doing I'm going to dedicate a whole stream probably to working on the Spring Festival soon. And I could tell that was a Spring Festival quest because the reward was spring leaves. Which I don't believe I actually have any on here. Nope, I don't. So let's see about getting these bears. We only don't need a few more, so. I've already got the Goblin deed. I know that there's several other Slayer deeds around here. I don't think there's one for bears, though. Oh. Mungo Burrows has a quest that he's out here.
Might I have a word with you?
You've come along at just the right time, neighbor. The goblins in that camp over there have stolen my prized ewe, and if you don't do something, they'll roast her over a spit. I have other sheep, but she's the pick of the lot and wins prizes at Brockenbrewing's Wool Festival year after year. You've got to rescue her. You have to go inside the goblin camp over there and escort her out. Now, she won't be able to leave on her own. She's just a sheep. She'll need you to guard her on her way out, so stay sharp. You might want to bring some friends along. I don't think those goblins care too much for what they eat. Alright, we'll go ahead and do that. Where is that sheep? over here. Might as well empty the supply crate while I'm here. And there's the prize sheep. The ewe stolen from Mungo Burrows looks at you vacantly and appears to decide that now is the time to leave the goblin camp. Okay, little sheep, I think you're going the wrong way. Excuse me.
What do you need?
Thank you ever so much. I'll dedicate our next win at the Brockenberry's Wood Festival to you, my reliable friend. Take these coins for your trouble, and take my thanks as well. And that's 15 quests. And there's some extra LOTRO coins. Good, 3 more Taylor quests, or Taylor scrolls. That's good. That's a trail food that can go over there. That is a cooked food that can go there. And then I have 3 gift methods. That's 2100 faction for the Matham Society. That should... I think that will kick me up 1 level. By the way, I think it's the control and right click. Nope. Control right click puts it into chat. Alt right click. Yes. alt-right click on Mathem's or anything that is faction related, if you want to just use an entire stack or want to use part of the stack, if you alt-right click on it, you can go ahead and choose that. Like I want to use all 3 of them here, so I can just do this right here. And there's 2100 faction right there, which kicks me up to 10,000, which makes me known to the Mathem Society. Which gets me another 5 more LOTRO points. Now, is there another advance? Yep. It's 40 deeds. Oh wow. Alright, let's go ahead and let's get these last 2 bears on the green fields and then turn that quest in. There we go. Let's go ahead and turn that one in. Ah, there he is.
Hello there.
You have braved the claws of angry bears? Many thanks to you. I will tell my friends here in Broken Brewings as soon they'll be able to walk in the green fields again without the fear of bears. And the axe I don't need, so we'll just grab some more mushroom pies. What does Ponto Hornblower want?
Might I have a word with you?
Distant dangers. Have you heard the rumors yet? Friends of mine are saying that Pansy Tunnelly down at Scary saw a goblin on the green fields, and there's sure to be more of them creeping into the Shire. This is terrible news. The grazing in the green fields is better than anywhere else, and I bring my sheep out there every day. What will I do if goblins surprise me out there? Now, I've heard some goblins are particularly skilled with spears. I could be a pincushion before I even saw them. You'll be putting my mind at ease. You can make sure there are none of those spear-throwing goblins in the North Green Fields. I feel a lot better if I knew there were really no goblins out there at all. Okay. Ooh, a novice scholar. I wonder if there are any recipes I can pick up.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Go ahead and use these real quick. There we go. And I want to say up there is another quest. inside the Plow and Stars. Ah. Welcome to the Plow and Stars, my friend. What can I get you?
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
Be welcome to the Plow and Stars. Stay a while and put your feet up. Try our famous Woollyfoot Stout. Good, isn't it? But let me tell you, I have a brewing problem you might be able to help me with. The Forefathers Brewing Meet is coming up, and I want to make some of my best Woollyfoot Stout for the judging. But you see, I need my special ingredient. I use powdered gypsum to take the bitter edge off the brew. Usually I order it from the Quarry and Scatty in my father East for you, but it doesn't show up. Can you please go to Scatty and find out from old Wincombe Tudley what happened to it? Much obliged to you. Oh no, a Sackville Baggins. Okay. So we'll go ahead and head over to Scary and find out where the gypsum is.
What do you need?
You've come from Halston? It's a sad story, I have to tell, so just as well it's to you. I sent one of my men up to the old plough with a cart to take that gypsum up for Halston and bring a few kegs back here, but he came back in a panic. It seems he was waylaid by goblins just as he was almost at Brockenbrewings. To think, goblins in the Shire? He had to leave the cart behind and barely escaped. I saw one of the bounders here, but they haven't done anything yet. Maybe you can find those goblins up around Brockenbrewings where you might find the cart carrying the gypsum too. My masters the goblins seem to be coming from the north, for what that's worth. Okay. And then it looks like Priska was found. She's back here, and I think she has a quest.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Restless Roost. I don't know what's going on with the animals in the Shire lately, but here at Scatty we've been having more than our share of troubles. There's always been bats roosting in dark places throughout the Shire, but hobbits know better than to go near them. But something has stirred up the bats, though. They've begun coming out during the daytime. They've even started attacking folks on the outskirts of town. Oh, we can't have that. We can't have that at all. If you see any of these nasty creatures, I'd appreciate if you could put an end to them. You'll find them especially to the south in and around the Marish. But I just wonder what's caused them to start attacking like this. Okay, let's go take out some bats. Ah, there's one right there. And there's bats. So I'll go back to Priska Underhill and let her know.
Is there something I can do for you?
Thank you very much for your help. I don't know what has driven these bats out of their cave, but whatever it is, it's not welcome here. The sooner it leaves, the better. Maybe it's already gone. It's just a matter of time for the bats to quiet down again. Oh, I hope so. Trousers of the Underhills. No, thank you. Okay, so now let's head to the north and defeat the spear-wielding goblins and see if I can collect the powdered gypsum. I have another gift madam I can use too. Come on. There we go. So the quest giver wanted spear-wielding goblins in particular, so those are the hurlers. Like that one right there. And there's the gypsum right there. And there we go. And that's how fast you can take out 6 spear-wielding goblins. So now let's head back to town and turn in these 2 quests. And there's Ponto, who wants me to take care of the spear goblins.
What do you need?
It's safe. Are you sure? Nothing to worry about? Oh, that's such a relief. Thank you. Thank you. And I don't need the feet, so we'll get the cabbages. Okay.
How do you do?
Oh, you want to fight goblins for the gypsum? Oh, that's above and beyond the call, my friend. You deserve some of my beer on the house for that. Oh, that's good. I get some Woollyfoot Stout. And another gift mapper. I can deal with that. There's 2 more gift madams. We'll go ahead and use those real quick. There's another 1400 faction. I've made some good progress in the Madam Society today. And I got another... I already know that one. Don't know that. That is a cooked food. Excuse me. And there we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, looking at the old TikToker on the wall, unfortunately, it is time for me to call an end to my stream. So I would like to thank everybody very much for joining me. We accomplished a lot today. My next stream will be this Friday for Fantasy Friday, and I will probably continue here on the Peregrin server, though housing is going to be opening up, so we might make a quick detour for getting some of my housing set up on the Peregrin server. Also, my next scheduled server other than Lord of the Rings Online will be this Wednesday, when I will be doing Star Wars The Old Republic. Now, we've been working on the Sith Warrior campaign there, and I just found a Jedi Knight that I converted to the dark side. Mwahahaha. And that story has gotten very, very interesting, so I hope you join me for that. So I would love to thank everyone for joining me. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, a good work week, and I will see you all very, very soon. Take care and be safe, my friends.